So Brawl Stars just dropped the latest Brawl Talk. And guess what? They're rolling out 12 new Hypercharges in 2 batches of 6. In this video, I'm ranking all 12 from worst to best and sharing my thoughts on each. Quick heads up, this is just my opinion, and I could totally be off with these rankings. All this is based on what we saw in the Brawl Talk. With that said, let's dive into the rankings. In last place, we've got Mandy's Hypercharge. It looks cool, splitting her super into 3 beams, but in practice, it probably won't be that good. You'll aim the middle beam while the side ones will most likely miss. Hitting enemies with those side beams will feel more like luck than skill. I think a single larger super might have been a better Hypercharge. To be honest, I think this is one of the worst Hypercharges we have gotten so far. It's D tier in my opinion. Next up is B. Even though she's in 11th place, her Hypercharge is a significant step up from Mandy's. When B's super hits an enemy or reaches its max distance, it splits into 2, making it easier to land shots, especially against snipers. This is particularly useful when the enemy team is grouped up, allowing you to hit multiple enemies with a single super. It's probably around the B tier in my opinion. In 10th place, we have Meg's Hypercharge. This one feels a bit boring, but it seems to be good. Her super range gets a decent range increase, making it really hard to miss the enemies. Plus, she will also get a shield when she activates her mecha form, which is a nice bonus. All around a decent Hypercharge, probably around the B tier. Next up, we got Sam Hypercharge. This is the one I am the least sure about how good it will be. It seems that as long as your knuckle busters hit an enemy, you'll get your super back, allowing you to keep cycling it. But if you miss your initial super and it lands in an awkward spot, does that waste your Hypercharge? If you do hit them every time, it's probably a really good one, especially since the knuckle busters travel faster during Hypercharge. Probably A or B tier, but I am not really sure about this. It could end up being overpowered or underwhelming. In 8th place, we've got Carl's Hypercharge. When he uses his super, it leaves a burning trail on the ground, damaging enemies who touch it, but seems like it doesn't leave a burning effect on the enemies. Either way, it's a solid damage boost when engaging, simple but effective. Would probably place it in low A tier. Next up is Buster's Hypercharge. When activated, his shield expands to cover a full 360 degrees, reflecting projectiles from all directions with increased damage. While this sounds powerful, it's quite situational, because most times you won't need a 360 shield around you. Might be good in some situations though, since nothing will be able to touch you when you have this activated. In 6th place, I went with Lola's Hypercharge. While it might seem a bit underwhelming, it actually seems quite good. Her ego receives increased health and damage, making her already high damage output even better. Depending on how quickly you can charge it, this could be really strong. I'd place it in the A tier. Next up is Grom. His super now gains a second explosion after the first, forming an X pattern. This means his super covers every direction, making it nearly impossible to dodge. It's a really strong Hypercharge, would probably place it in high A tier. In 4th place, we've got Bo's Hypercharge. His super now deploys 5 mines instead of 3, and these won't overwrite any previously placed mines. This means you can have up to 8 active mines on the map, giving you significant area control. This is especially useful in game modes like Hot Zone and Gem Grab, where controlling space is crucial. While it's not the flashiest Hypercharge, it's definitely strong. I'd place it in high A tier. In 3rd place, we've got Chester's Hypercharge. It combines 3 of his supers, the Poison Cloud, the Bomb, and the Slowing Area. This combo seems way too strong, and by the looks of it, it looks almost impossible to dodge. Plus, the size of that slowing area is huge. It's even bigger than the zone. This Hypercharge is definitely S tier. The 2nd place goes to Mr.P. His super now spawns stronger porters, and he can have 2 active super porters at the same time. Dealing with one Mr.P porter is already annoying, but now he can have 2, and they're even stronger. It'll be tough handling both. I really hope this brings Mr.P back into the meta because I truly enjoy his playstyle. This Hypercharge is definitely S tier. In 1st place, and probably to no one's surprise, is Hank's Hypercharge. His torpedoes now home in on enemies, tracking them around walls and obstacles. With 2.7k damage per torpedo that can't miss, this Hypercharge is likely one of the best we've seen. The key question is how long it takes to charge. If you can use it multiple times per game, it could be way too overpowered. Definitely S tier. Do you think Hank will now be meta? So, those are my rankings. Do you agree with them? What Hypercharges are you thinking about buying? Let me know in the comments. If you could like and subscribe, it would really help me a lot and motivate me to keep making videos for you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.